up, YouTube? Good morning to you all. Welcome to the morning rant. We're going to talk a little bit about Myles Garrett's helmet bashing and Sam Darnold's helmet bashing. We're going to talk about the media. All right, we're going to discuss what the differences is here. But before we get into that, when you're new, stopping by for the very first time, and you want to join the family, please join Dog Pound Nation. We talk Browns ball. Take the time right now. Go there, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and hit that notification bell. So please subscribe, like, and hit that bell. So let's get into this. We're going to talk a little bit about, the difference between the two, and we're going to discuss how the media's responded to the two. But before we get into all that, let's start off by saying that, the Myles Garrett, incident took place a couple years ago, and this Sam Darnold situation just last week. All right, now mind you, when Myles Garrett did this, the media platforms went bananas. All right, they went crazy, and it's nuts the way the media has responded between the two. All right, it's kind of jaw dropping. It's hypocritical. It's insane, and it's wrong. To no end. And I'm going to read you a couple tweets by Booger McFarland of ESPN. And, I was wondering how he can be so hypocritical. I was wondering how his tweets between the two incidents took, how they could be so different from each other. How so far off from each other. So here is the tweet that Booger McFarland threw out there after the Myles Garrett situation. We compete against one another until the edge of destruction, within the rules. Afterwards, we take our helmets off and shake hands and wish each other well. We never intentionally try to hurt each other. He committed a crime and should be charged. All right, that's his tweet following the Myles Garrett incident. Now, here is the tweet from the same man, Booger McFarland, about the Aaron Donald situation. If the NFL starts disciplining players for what happens at practice in training camp, then they are going down a slippery slope that they should not. Different, obviously, in a game. But this is practice, man. Holy shit. All right. You would have thought this was totally two different people. All right. How can somebody's tweet be so different? I'm floored. I'm tongue twisted over this guy. So I did a little digging. I'm wondering how this guy's statement about Myles Garrett, he pretty much wanted to put the guy in jail. All right. He acted as if this man committed murder. This isn't the first, the tweet he went out with Myles Garrett. That's not the first, the only statement he made regarding it. He went into depth on one of the ESPN shows over, and I watched it, and he pretty much wanted to see Myles locked up and charged, saying he used a weapon, he could have killed the man, this, that, and the third. So just because it was in practice when Aaron Donald did this, nobody could have got killed. Nobody could have got hurt, because it was in practice. It's insane. All right. To me, if you're in practice, a joint practice with another team, an opposing team, the Cincinnati Bengals, that is a team of the NFL. You guys, they're in the NFL. All right. They're suiting up in an NFL helmet. They're suiting up in an NFL jersey, and they're competing on a practice field, having a joint practice. The NFL is the NFL. The NFL is stating they cannot do anything due to the fact that this took place in a practice. What does it matter? This is dead wrong. They have to get their shit together. Because it's okay if the man... So what you're saying to me is, it's okay to, do violence just, in the proper time. in a proper setting. You can't do you can't go to the extent Myles Garrett went on a primetime game, but it's okay to do it in a practice, try to harm another player in practice and pretty much have no consequences. That's what you're saying. It's beyond nuts. Myles Garrett got 6 games for that suspension. And Aaron Donald hasn't received anything yet. Not to mention, it took Myles Garrett a very long time to fix his image. Even though Myles Garrett has gone to no end to, provide, charity to so many different, groups. Anything from cancer to, he does a lot of that because he plays Dungeons and Dragons. He goes to events for that. He goes to events. He gives back all the time. He lives in Cleveland and gives back to the city all the time. But this man outside of Cleveland had to prove who he is as a person. Therefore, Aaron Donald can take double-fisted with 2 helmets and go ape shit in a crowd of people, and it's okay because it happened in practice. Insane, right? And then you have the media pretty much downplaying all this because it happened in practice. Now, when Myles Garrett did this on Thursday Night Football, like I said, the media world went bananas. All right? To no end. People were saying he used a weapon. He should be charged with assault. He could have killed the guy. He should be in jail. He should be suspended indefinitely. He's a monster. And, all that. I have not heard one of those comments from the media directed towards Aaron Donald. Not one. Not one. I haven't anyway. I'm sure there's probably, small media outlets out there that are agreeing with us or me, myself. But you're not hearing about it. I haven't heard it. But what do you guys think? I want your honest opinion, and you don't even have to be a Browns fan. You don't have to be a Rams fan. What do you think about this situation? Does it disgust you? Because, like I said, that's like reading those two tweets. You would think you were reading 2 different people's. Right? Insane. But, like I said, I did some digging around on Booger McFarland, and he has a vendetta against Myles Garrett. All right, he said a lot of different things about Myles Garrett, during the draft process in 2017, that Myles Garrett takes plays off, he's a lazy player, he doesn't give it his all on the field. So, yeah, Myles Garrett's catching feelings. And like I mentioned before, not sure if I mentioned it on this video or not, but Myles Garrett refused to go on Mike and Mike, the ESPN, show there. He was, because Booger McFarland was going to fill in for Mike Golick, and Myles was scheduled to go on there. He refused to go because Booger McFarland was on there. And he doesn't like about what the statements, that he's said about him. So he refused to go on. So I think there's a little, he's got this little thing for Myles Garrett, So I think that's why he stated what he said. There's more to it. There's always more to it when you see something like this. So it is what it is. I'd like to hear your comments below. If I missed anything or you think you want to add something I said, leave it in the comments below. How do you think the NFL should handle this? Do you think the NFL needs to change their rules? I do, because their rules are ass backwards. They're hypocritical. They're nuts. The NFL has to get their shit together, because if I don't see how they don't think this looks bad. How you can even justify the 2 and say it's okay here and it's not okay there. So I don't know. They have to fix this shit. It's disgusting. And what you're showing kids, it's okay to do things at a certain time. All right. So you're telling kids that violence is okay as long as it's not in a game. That's what you're saying. Great role model, NFL. So let me know in the comments below. I got to get into work. Wanted to drop this quick video because it's been eating me alive. It really has. I dropped a video before about this, but I wanted to get into depth over this and really break it down. And, I got to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know in the comments below. Going to get into work. I hope everybody has a great day. Stay blessed. And if you haven't, you want to join the family, please do so. Subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe. God bless. And go Browns!